You are all. So today I went down to London, got off a train at Embankment, and this is the first thing I came across, so it kind of says it all really. The Ride London event was on today, and they had all the regular sort of riders going around a different track. Light out photo, got the West Ham lad, and then the Royal Air Force lad, bloke behind him. Obviously London, East London in particular is the West Ham boys, and it goes across all of Essex as well. That's a nice one because the amount of people. And then I went along Horse Guards Avenue to the touristy bit. First time I've ever been down this part, to be honest. Through St James's Park, capturing sort of big crowds, normality, after what happened over the last couple of years. At London, it's just a perfect place for photography, really, street photography. That photo there, he's not punching him as he looks, it's just, you think he closed his hand as it was coming in and then obviously changed his mind and decided not to land on his hand. Nice to see someone reading a book as opposed to gawping on their iPhone. And then around to Buckingham Palace. And I can't remember the name of this memorial that's in the centre. Queen Victoria Memorial, perhaps. A couple of statues, and I was waiting for the cyclist to come past when I come across the most blatant undercover police officer ever. It reminded me of that scene from Taxi Driver. And then Buckingham Palace again, as the rest of them. Just for the record, what I'm going to do from now on with me YouTube channel, I'm just going to upload the photos, a bit of a talk about my journey round, sort of like a diary really, partly for myself and partly hopefully to get a couple of viewers. And there were some Spanish ladies doing some Christian dance. I thought it was quite ironic, they had flames all over them after what the church did for a good couple of 100 years, especially to women. But yeah, the body cam footage, it just takes too long, so I'll just do this. And what really cheered me up is at the start of this month I wanted to photograph obviously the King's coronation, but to be honest, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a fan of King Charles, because obviously he's well involved with the big dangerous club. He's well involved with the wrong people. He's not got our interests at heart at all. I don't think any of them have, to be honest. Maybe King Richard III maybe had our interests at heart, but that's a long time ago. Piccadilly Circus, I have to say I haven't enjoyed City of Westminster quite as much as the City of London. It's extremely diverse in comparison. And anyway, took a long walk down to Westminster after Piccadilly, and before I got onto the Underground at Westminster to get back to Liverpool Street and then back up to Essex. And this is where the turning point. I mean, I'm basically like boots on the ground, and I'm aware of things that are going on in this country. And what I've been very aware of the last couple of days, whether it's Manningtree, whether it's a boat race back in March, all the security guards are all Africans and Arabs and Asians, mainly Africans. And it's very concerning now. We're being told what to do and becoming very accustomed to being told what to do by foreigners in our own country. Now, given another opportunity like we had back in 2020, obviously when we had that lockdown, they've got the perfect army now to enforce a lockdown, because a lot of these people won't really care about us, and I don't think you could get our own population enforcing it on our own population as easily as you could with these lot. What I will say is they're professional. I'm not saying anything against them. They're professional, they're decent at what they did. Certainly didn't bother me as a photographer, but deep down I know that the tables could turn given the right opportunity and given the right amount of money. And the final photo you've got here, this is something that made me laugh, because there's about 5 or 6 cameras hidden amongst, sort of semi-hidden amongst all that foliage, and it made me think of all the paranoid retards that get upset about people walking around with cameras. There's so many cameras and iPhones around London, and I don't bat an eyelid when people might, other than that undercover cop, because he made me laugh, and I was concerned about him because I know that goes onto their database. I don't trust the police, so I don't want them having my photo on their records. They might well have achieved it today, I don't know. Certainly they've got enough CCTV footage of me. But yeah, that's about it. So